So today I was thinking about how some parts of our body are representative of how we move through our world. As we know from our anatomy, basically our physical anatomy, our neurologic anatomy, the way our brain is set up, we're very different side to side, right to left. And we have a tendency to kind of be shifted over onto our right side. So what that looks like is our right inner thigh will get more toned, our right rib cage will get more closed. And that also changes the way we think, the way we see the world, the way we move through our world. And one of the muscles that I see on a lot of my patients that gets toned up is this right inner thigh muscle. And the reason for that is when we're shifted over to the right, that muscle is working really hard to hold us up, and it keeps us from getting back over to our left. And when I see that tone and that right adductor, that inner thigh muscle, it makes me think of unwillingness to shift right to left, and an unwillingness to be open, and an inability to flow, and not that that person who has a tight inner thigh is not willing to be open, or they don't have flow. They might really want to be able to be more open, and they can be, and they engage in some moments of flow in their life, but it's not easy. It doesn't come easy. They're kind of locked into that pattern. And so what that muscle represents to me is just that feeling of inability to shift, inability to change and grow and move with ease through their world and their life. Kind of thinking about neurologically, the part of our brain that shifts us over to the right more, that's kind of more that small picture, adhering to patterns and the way we've done things. And when we can shift to our left side and back over to our right and left and right, then we're looking at big picture. It's like your peripheral vision opens up and you see, okay, wow, there's so much more going on here, and you can kind of settle into life in a way. And so what this looks like is if you're very shifted over onto the right side, that right inner thigh just kind of tones up. It's kind of pulling you up over to the right. But if we can, let me adjust this so you can see better. That's a little better. So I'll stand further away so you can see, but as I shift over to my right, you can see that this inner thigh is moving in this way, or rather my leg is moving this way, so this inner thigh has to tone up. And so you'll see a lot of people stand with their right leg back and their kind of leg is moving in, or you'll see people on their left side, but they'll kind of cock their hip out, so they're not really in that leg, they're just kind of hanging on it. So what we want is to be able to be in that right leg and then get out of it and shift into that left leg without locking that knee or just kind of popping that hip. So if you want to try this, you can have both feet flat, soften your knees, feel your whole foot on the ground. Keep your pant zipper facing straight forward, just shift to your right. You'll feel a little more the outside edge of your foot, inside edge of your left foot, outside edge of your right foot. And then see if you can switch that. Keep your zipper facing forward, feel inside edge of right foot, a little more outside edge of left foot. Trying not to turn or twist, just going back and forth like that, and just see if it feels easier to be over on that right side versus that left side. And just doing this throughout your day when you're talking to somebody at a party or you're just waiting in line, you can just shift like this and maybe hang out another extra breath or two on your left side, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just letting that right inside edge of the foot contact the ground. And when we feel that right inside edge of the foot, that means that that right inner thigh is starting to let go, that control, that holding is starting to unwind. And simple things like that, even on a subconscious level, can create a little more ease and flow in your life. So let me know what you think, if it works for you, if you feel anything with that, or maybe you don't. Yeah, thanks for tuning in.